It's 44 past the hour.
It's kind of tough.
It was cutting.
It was really rough.
It was.
That squirrel thing on the head. I'm used to people saying that about my hair.
Oh,
but, I mean,
come on.
Donald, that's
I don't
tough.
think they say that. Joining us now from Washington one day after delivering that blistering speech against Donald Trump, Republican presidential candidate for governor Bobby Jindal of Louisiana. Very good to have you on the show.
Good morning.
I'd like to start by asking what prompted that?
Well, look, this is an important time for America. The idea of America is slipping away. $18 trillion of debt. Our president is about to allow Iran to become a nuclear power. Planned Parenthood selling babies' body parts all over this country. Yet I think, Mika, we have an opportunity to get America back. I think conservatives have a unique opportunity. The Democrats have gift-wrapped this election to us. They've nominated their weakest candidate running an awful campaign. We have a choice to make. Do we trust our conservative principles, or do we trust a man who only believes in himself? I don't want to see us waste this opportunity.
Well, and I understand your position completely, but about trusting conservative principles, do you think that candidates in the Republican Party have lost their way along the way by sometimes perhaps not being completely genuine about who they are and trying to appeal to the base to the point where they don't seem like they're telling the truth?
Well, and Bobby, most importantly, we've talked about it before, making promises that they just don't deliver on. You and I have both seen Republicans go on TV and lie for 25 years saying that they're going to cut the deficit, they're going to cut taxes, they're going to cut spending. Then they go to Washington, D.C., and that $18 trillion debt, it's owed by us as much as it is Democrats.
That's exactly right. I think where Trump has tapped into is this genuine frustration with the political establishment. And Joe and Mika, I think that's exactly right. So, for example, McConnell, he said, give us the majority. Boehner, they said, give us the majority in both chambers. They were going to get rid of Obamacare, get rid of amnesty. Now they can't even, not only have they not done those things, now you've heard McConnell in the last few days saying we can't even defund Planned Parenthood. They're not even fighting the president. You look at this Iran deal, they agreed to this very bad Corker process where it takes a 2/3 vote to disapprove the deal rather than approve the deal. So I think that's exactly right. I think a lot of voters feel like their only choices are between honest socialists on the left, and give Bernie Sanders credit, at least he's honest enough to say what he is, and lying conservatives on the right who say one thing and do another. So I think Trump has tapped into a genuine frustration with D.C., and the show has been amusing, but here's the problem. The idea of Trump is great. The reality is different. It's absurd. He has no policy depth. He has no substance. He doesn't believe in limited government. He is not for making America great. He's for making Donald Trump great. That's not what we need right now.
Mark Halperin.
Governor, I'm going to violate my rule and ask you to comment on another candidate, but it's not Mr. Trump. You're a soft-spoken guy generally. Maybe I took an exception from that yesterday. And your faith infuses what you do in public life. Why is Dr. Ben Carson, who's never held elective office, now doing so very well in the polls? Not just better than you, but better than Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, John Kasich, etc.
Look, I think there's a genuine hunger for outsiders. I think there's a genuine hunger for fire everybody in D.C. And I agree with a lot of that, by the way. I think we need term limits. I don't think we need a professional political class that's different from us, that lives under different rules. So I think the folks that are outsiders that haven't been in D.C. are benefiting from that passion and that frustration, especially amongst conservative voters who feel like things just don't change.
What do you find appealing about Dr. Carson?
Look, I think he's a nice guy. I think he's obviously a very intelligent man. I mean, obviously a very accomplished surgeon. I would say this. Obviously, I think I'm the candidate best positioned and qualified to be president. I think one of the things that sets me apart, everybody talks on the Republican side about shrinking the size of the government economy. I'm the only one that's actually done it. We need to shrink the size of the government, grow the American economy. Everybody talks about it. I'm the only candidate. We've actually reduced our budget 26%, 30,000 fewer state bureaucrats, top 10 private sector growth in our state in terms of jobs. And so it's easy to talk about shrinking government. No other governor's done it. None of these senators have done it. I'm the only one that's done it.
All right, Governor Bobby Jindal, thank you so much.